if you look at what is going on, you will see the way the budget is running. The recurrent expenditure is more than the capital expenditure, and it is non-borrowing driven. While the capital expenditure is tied to borrowing, and that is a very serious matter.
I feel that we largely lack education in terms of economics in the country, and if you look at the budget, the 2024 budget, it's exemplified, some of the loopholes that we've looked over the years.
Yes.
Let's start looking at them one after the other. You mentioned here that the capital expenditure is lower than the recurrent expenditure.
Yes.
And if you look at Sina Climes, I don't want to, we don't disrespect to Nigeria.
Yes.
If you look at the United States of America, capital expenditure
it's always high.
It's always higher.
Infrastructure driven.
Now, if you look at base by base analysis of what's happening in the industry, in the economy, you see that the capital recurrent expenditure is higher because we have an overbloated government running costs in government. You talk about the things that matter. We're talking about education. Education should take 25% of our total budget.
It's less than 2%.
If you have an economy built on education, technology, schools in the UK, schools in the United States of America are churning out bright minds that will build their economy. In Nigeria, we have a bunch of politicians who gather around and share the luxurious lifestyle among themselves.
That's why the recurrent is very high.
So that's why you have a deputy governor who wants a bulletproof car of 300 million. There's a Lawrencia who works here without any aid, without any cook, who takes home millions of naira as annual salary. So we have misplaced the priority. I do not have any issue with borrowing. I've not had any issue with borrowing. When you borrow for capital expenditure,
that's what they're doing.
How much do you gain when you see? If you start breaking this the budget one after the other, you will look at it and remember that in 2023, we're just doing the same line.
And we saw that the deficit in 2023 is higher than the 2024.
No, it is.
Yes.
The deficit in 2023 was 13 trillion.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we have 8 trillion. And now the difference here that I would, and they keep telling Tinubu as an accountant, he is an economist, he should know better. And I told people, Tinubu of 2003 and Tinubu of now are two different people. Now, in 2003, managing Lagos, Tinubu did not have the issue of insecurity. Remember, the economy now, as we have it, will require foreign investment for it to flourish. Foreign and domestic investment. How do you invest? You invest when you have a very serene atmosphere, when you are not overrun by insecurity. No sensible, no profit-oriented organization, foreign investor will come into Nigeria as it is now. Let's not kid ourselves. If you talk about the face value of Tinubu's running to India and liaising with the steel industry in India, when will it start? Those are mere paper presentation. So the economy in itself, I did not see anything fantastic about it.
Now look at the revenue, 11 point something billion, a trillion, based on the oil as what do you call it?
The oil benchmark.
Benchmark is 77
and those are projections.
Yes,
those are projections. Remember the happenstance.
Yes.
What happened in Ukraine in 2022?
Yes.
What's happening between Hamas and Israel now? Can happen, and it will trigger a rise in oil price. We can also have a COVID-19.
Yes.
What happened? And there will be a nosedive. No, I'm telling you, happenstance.
Yes.
You will have a nosedive. You are projecting $77 per barrel. We might have a $12 per barrel.
And you're projecting less than 2 million, 1.76 million barrels.
1.78 million
barrels per day.
Projection. Now we are,
and I thought that the target was 2 million.
Of course, now we are below 1.6.
Yes.
million parts.
Yes.
At some point in this country, because of insecurity, we were producing 900,000, not even up to a million.
Exactly.
So
anything can change.
You put all of this into perspective before you project. I'm looking at an economy that is largely based on probabilities, and that's a very dangerous trend.